Online Hustler here. This is my very first video made on YouTube. Never done this before. If you guys have some comments and things, please post them at the bottom of this. Let me know if there's some tips or tricks I can learn from you guys. I'm new to this YouTube thing. I've seen plenty of videos on YouTube. I know what it's about. I've never actually uploaded a video myself. The reason I'm here and the reason I created this channel, I want to share with you my journey. I want to show you the things that I'm going to do to try to make some money. Just to kind of give you some background on myself. I worked for a production company for 5 years, working for music videos, local artists, putting out concerts, doing shows, things like that. Definitely did some stage rental. Hardly ever really ever worked for a company. I mean, the company was my cousin's company. I was the manager of it. Pretty much it was both of our companies in that sense that, you know, it was under his name, but I did a lot of the work, he did a lot of the work, and we both got paid pretty well for that. I also sold cars recently. Last year I was selling cars for a Mazda dealership. I also sold life insurance for a couple of places you've probably heard of. One thing that I'm doing, since we do live here in Colorado, and we did pass that Amendment 64 here recently. I'm sure you've heard about that in the news. That's the regulation of marijuana for the use, just like alcohol. They're trying to regulate it just like alcohol. People here in Denver seem to like their smoke. One thing I did years back, before some of that stuff, I did have a grow op, so I do have some experience in that. I'm currently working on some online things that have nothing to do with that Amendment 64 or any of that grow op stuff. That's a real Hustler ringtone right there. I know I have an old phone. I know it's not the newest stuff. I don't have a lot of money to start this with. I don't have a lot to do, so we're gonna see how far I can get with what I do have. And just to kind of give you, let me turn the sound off on this phone, just so you can kind of see what we're working with as far as online. I have done some eBay trading. I'm going to show you my eBay, just the last 30 days, just a quick clip so you can kind of see how much money I have, what I've been doing. I haven't really been working hard at it, but I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to show you guys right now my eBay page, and this is just a quick glimpse at the eBay totals, the payments, the money I've received and the amount I've not received in the last 31 days. Okay, and that does include stuff pending and stuff like that. That's everything that's completed. Okay, so let me just show you that really fast. And then after that, I'm going to show you how much money is in my PayPal account, so we can see kind of what I'm working with and how much money is in my actual bank account. And it's getting pretty low at this point, so that's why I'm doing this. I need to get out there and make some money, but I have to do it from home. We had a baby. I've been out of work for a little bit. We had some savings built up. I had some stuff saved up, but it's getting low. My fiance has a good job, so she definitely can pay for the bills and stuff like that, but it's getting to that point where I need to make that extra income. I'm sure some people at home need to make that extra income. So let me just kind of show you what I've got going on, okay? So let me just take this here. I'm going to kind of give you a quick tour around the room here so you can see what I've got going on. It's a mess in here. We just got some basic stuff laying around everywhere that we could probably sell online. Big banner here that could probably sell for something. Just random stuff I've got in this room. There's my Denver Nuggets flag right there. We do a lot of couponing in this house, and I can go on and on about some couponing stuff for you guys later on if you'd like me to. But here we go. I'm going to see if you can see my actual computer screen here. And maybe it will focus enough that I can get it for you. There we go. Okay, so right now it says $627. It looks like I've received $486.42 of that. I haven't received $141. That's just people who haven't paid yet. They may or may not have you know, they may or may not have the money for that product at the moment. They can come back and pay me later, and then I'll send it to them. But they've obviously made a bid and it's completed. Just haven't received the money from them yet on that. Okay, just to kind of show you what I do have available, because obviously that money's been to bills and things like that. I'm going to put on here. Okay, here we are. Here's my PayPal account. Okay, if you look at my PayPal account, I have $57.14 in my PayPal account at this moment. So obviously I'm not a rich guy. I just got done paying eBay $75. It does cost money to put stuff on eBay, but if you're spending $75 towards eBay, you're probably making a few dollars. These are just some quick, you know, things I made. $41 sale, $10 sale, $1.99 sale. And I'll get more on that, on the stuff I'm selling on eBay, on a later channel or later video. Sorry if my verbiage is off a little bit. This is my first time making a video. So the next thing I'm going to show you here is my credit account, my SunWest Credit Union account. Okay, and let me hit OK here. As you can see, let me kind of cover that up a bit so you can't really see my account number, but I have 52 whole cents in that account. So let's see if we can make that a bit bigger after some time. I do have that linked with my PayPal and everything set up through that, so we'll definitely work with that. Okay, perfect. So now that you kind of have a little bit of understanding of what I'm working with right now, which obviously isn't a whole lot, I'm going to try to make it happen. And right now I'm working on some new stuff. I'm trying to do some affiliate marketing stuff. I'm sure you heard about it. I'm sure you've been turned off by it. I've been turned off by it. But I subscribe to another YouTube channel that's on here. Just so I'm not going to give you his direct information, but if you know who I'm talking about, you'll know right away. He considers himself a king in his own right. He does not consider himself from this planet, and he always wants you to give money to a charity like the, orphans. Personally, I give money to no-kill shelters for dogs. I had a pit bull before. I know that a lot of them end up at those no-kill shelters if they don't get euthanized right away. But a lot of those places need that money and need funding from you. So if you have some time and you make some extra money off of anything that I'm doing, I ask that you give it back to a charity of your choice. But I personally like to do a lot with the no-kill shelters. Okay? So just to kind of go into some information that I have, a couple of books that I've read in my life. This one's really good. That's the 4-Hour Workweek. That is by Timothy Ferriss. I'm sure everybody's had a moment to read this book that really has done anything online and heard anything online about this book. This is a great book. It'll tell you about all the different types of outsourcing, having other people, basically being smart, leveraging other people, stuff about niches. This is a really good book. If you need to get into this, you should read this one. This will at least bring you up to date. I'm actually going on a third read on this book right now. You can see right here. Just to review it again, just so I know all the concepts, get it down straight. I'm going to try to use this book. I read a lot from Robert Kiyosaki. This is that book, Why We Want You to Be Rich. This is a very good book. It's about real estate. Now, real estate is one of the major things I want to invest in the future. I'm trying to get into that as well. Something to read into as far as my investing knowledge. This is some of the stuff I read. This book actually only cost me $1. I just happened to find it at, they were having some kind of sale at, I don't know if it was a library or something like that, but they were just getting rid of books. This was one of the books that was in there. That's actually about a $20 book. I got it for $1, so that's a good deal. This is another good book I've read, 48 Laws of Power. Just a quick read, go through it, just to glance at everything when you have a chance. This is a very extensive book. It's a long read. You're not going to read this in one setting. You're going to go through it with time. This is just good to know, good background information on how to gain power, how to become a powerful person, and how to use the people who are in power to your advantage. It's a really good book. I'm also reading this book. It's called Strengths Finder 2.0. I happened to get a free copy of this through a cousin of mine. He had a couple extra sitting around. This is supposed to help you uncover your talents. A lot of times people are told, you know, you're really good at this, but you're not good at that. You know, you're good at math, but you're not good at English. So we need to study more in English. This really teaches you about, hey, you're good in math. Study more in math, because if you study something you're already good at, you're going to excel at it. That's the point of this book. This book's going to help you learn what you can do, what parts, you know, what applies to you, what kind of skills that you have that you can use towards any other type of job, any other type of business. At least you're going to know the strengths that you take to the table if you use this book. This is a bit of an older book, but it says how you can become financially independent by investing in real estate. I picked this book up for a couple of dollars at a little bookstore just to see how it works, but it's a pretty good book. It talks about rentals. That's one of the best ways to get into real estate. Buying it for rentals, using the rent money to cover your mortgage and everything involved, and the money left over is profit. I'll get more into some of that stuff later. If you want to learn about it, just get a hold of me, send me some messages. I will see what I can do and find for you guys out there. I have 3 other books here which I use. A Fortune at Your Feet, another real estate book. This one is by A.D. Kessler. Also, I have a Creating Wealth from the author of Nothing Down. This is by Robert G. Allen. And also a book, Building Wealth from Rags to Riches Through Real Estate, from Russ Whitney. This book I'm still reading on. All of these books are pretty much pertaining to the same stuff. Just know that real estate is one of the best investing tools out there. Okay? Alright, for everybody out there, send me your comments, send me questions. I'm going to make more of these videos. Right now I'm working on affiliate marketing. I recently downloaded a book. It's called Azon Apocalypse. I'm not telling you to go buy the book. I'm telling you that I have purchased the ebook myself. I'm reviewing it. I'm currently about halfway through reading it. I'm going to implement some of the things in the book. Hopefully it comes out really well, all the stuff that I get, and if it does, then I can at least recommend it to you, put a link in on one of my videos, and let you download it yourself as well. You can probably find it online if you search for it. But at least give me a minute to review it and take a look at it. If there's other stuff out there that you want me to look into or ask, just ask. Ask me questions. I'll answer what I can, when I can, and I'll try to update as often as I can possibly. So subscribe to this. Check me out later. I will definitely be back on again. Online Hustler. Have a good day.